Welcome in, one and all. Happy Halloween. As you can see, the YUMBLe budget has really, we've really broken the bank on this one. We've really got some serious investment going on in this costume that I've donned for the day. I don't know how long I'll be able to tolerate it, honestly. It doesn't fit over my over my headset, but here we are. A good set of headphones is worth more than a hat any day, in my opinion. But everyone, thanks for being here. I'm YUMBLe. I play games, speak with chat, and often wear a wizard hat, as my tagline says. I don't often wear a wizard hat. That's a bit of an embellishment, I'd say. It's kind of overstating it. But I have a wizard hat, and I can wear a wizard hat, and it's an option. It's an option that I have. But everyone, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Today is a bit early. It is the Hallow of Ween today. So what does that mean? I don't know. Nothing in particular. It's just a thing. It's a thing that people do because people do things, and here we are. But I do, excuse me, I do want to go into the workshop for a minute and find a map and just like work it and see like what the layout is, if that makes sense. So this could mean one of a million different things, but ooh, that's pretty. Who's making this? I love like little self-contained parks or like great fountains. Yeah, why not? I'll take this. No vocals, thank you. I wish there was like a setting for chill hop for like no vocals, for like vocal-free music only. But yeah, I want to look into some stuff. I want to look into some stuff today. Oh, they put like a weird bike path around it. That's funny. But guys, thanks for being here. Dusk Moon, welcome in. Hi, Sean Troy, Ewan. Here, I'll get the members first. Whatever members jump out at me. Theodore, thanks for being here. Let's see. Food for the Gods, Judith, Thick, Moxie, Bill, Shiva, Scipio, Joe, thanks for being here. Everyone, welcome in. Appreciate your presence on this fine Monday afternoon. Look at that. Smileys is just hit after hit. Look at this. Commercial wall-to-wall 16. Like, hit after hit. You can build, just with Smiley's assets, you can build a proper, like, old downtown. Like a Main Street vibe very, very easily. Extremely easily. Like, he's got all the goods, honestly. Prism Ridges? Oh, okay. Let me check it out. That's okay, Thick Phoenix. I don't get sad when people wish me happy holiday that I don't celebrate because they're ultimately wishing me a happy like holiday that they celebrate, and I'm okay with that, you know. Like somebody hit me with Happy Diwali recently and I wasn't like I didn't respond with, I don't celebrate Diwali. Like, I was like, thank you, happy Diwali. Like, thank you. Yeah, good. That's a nice thing to wish people nice things. So I don't get too hung up on things, I suppose. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's the internet. I'll get told if I'm wrong. I'm sure. I'll be put on notice. Look at that, wall-to-wall 9. We've got a State Farm thrown in for good measure, right? Smiley's doing the most. All the good stuff. Everyone, I've turned on... Oh, beautiful job, Sanctum Gamer. I was looking at this on Instagram. I've turned on closed captions, so I hope that that's beneficial to some out there, right? Greetings from Poland. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Oh, you celebrate Halloween. You just had to go to school. Halloween isn't a holiday in the U.S. Yeah, this year, I know that some kids had excuse me, Halloween off, but like it's not that kind of thing usually, to my knowledge. Chat, U.S. Americans confirm. My fellow Americans, historically, have kids gotten Halloween off? Because I don't think so. I'm pretty sure not, right? Right. I wish you happiness in this time of celebration. Oh yeah, I would never refuse somebody's like wish of happiness. I'd be like, yeah, thanks. Cool. Good stuff. Brian, welcome in. Do you plan series from building in European cities? So I tried that once. If I had to do it again, let me tell you right off the bat, if I had to do Race Faber over, if I had to do my European city over, it would go way better. I've gotten better at YouTube. I've gotten better at video. Not that I'm not the best. Let's get that out of the way right now. I'm not the best, but I've gotten better at YouTube. I've gotten better at video making. I've gotten better at plopping buildings. I've gotten better at understanding what constitutes a pre-car city. Instead of calling it a European city necessarily, I would say pre-automobile cities, because there are distinct like pre-automobile city characteristics. So with the knowledge surrounding how cities were designed pre-automobile, I have a much better like compass in that regard than I did when I started that. I jumped in head first and I knew that it was going to be difficult, but I didn't know how much I didn't know, really. That's the reality. But I have a much better grasp on like how a place developed before pre-technology, right? Pre-automobile. Let's see. Your kid went to school. Yeah, I think in most places they do. Oh, Food for the God, you liked it. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I just didn't know what to do after Old Town, and it's hard to oh my God. It's hard to comprehend what happens after Old Town, because like in European cities at least, you end up with the city core generally. These are all generalizations, but you wind up nothing to do with what's on screen right now. This is this doesn't look American either. This looks very pre-planned and it's like very clean. It's very clean. I'll just leave it at that. But outside of the dense city core with the ring road around it, which replaced the wall, or sometimes the wall stayed up, whatever, you end up with this next area, and that's usually where the palaces and the museums, more modern architecture, train station usually goes right in that next area, right? And that's a potentially difficult transition. And then it transitions into still very dense, sprawl, like mid-rise sprawl everywhere is often the case. Does this not look just like... Oh, that's the same person, isn't it? So I guess they're doing like layouts. They're just doing layouts of stuff. This person's redoing like Timbo's interchanges, it looks like, because this even looks like the screenshot that Timbo had. Which is someone who I was never in the community at the same time as. My God, TDW, calm down. Let's unpack this in a second. Let me catch up, though. Aditya, welcome in. Karsten, thanks for being here. Hey, hey. What's the weather like where you are? Right now, it's probably like 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And like vaguely rainy. Excuse me. Definitely not sunny. Alano, hello from Germany. Welcome in. Derpy, I'm doing great. Everything's good. Michelle, welcome in. Happy Halloween. You would love to see another map made without the 6-lane highways? Yeah. I've got 2 currently. I've got 2, right? Have you seen them? Have you seen them? The second one, I believe that you're talking about, you're probably talking about Little River, but I'll throw this into chat for your, check out how much delay there is, by the way. There's probably like 10 seconds of delay right now because I turned on closed captions, and that apparently you can't have as low latency, so that's the trade-off. But anyway, that's in chat. It's a train start, but I also reduced the highways. You could delete the train stations and still be fine. It would work out. Only the one. Excuse me. Jared, welcome in. Happy Halloween. Thank you. So yeah, this is crazy. We've got bike, median, bus, one-way road, median, other way road, automobile, bus, median, bidirectional bicycle on both sides, right? Oh, it's pedestrian. That's actually sidewalk. Not only is it median, it's pedestrianized sidewalk. So you can have bikes, then pedestrians. Wait, what? Oh, with crossings too. You love to see it. I wonder if PEDs are on this twice though, because you get, oh, PEDs for the bus stops. That's what it is. So they have bus stop access. That makes sense. That actually makes a ton of sense, because then you'd want people to be on this sidewalk, right? To get picked up by the bus. Really, really cool. Shake, welcome in. Pitch black outside. It is dreary. It is not particularly nice out today in Northern Virginia, USA. Not a, I wouldn't call it a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, but the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, because it's not the day that's beautiful, it's you. I'm just going to sit with that for a second. I'm just going to sit with what I've done. All right, so anyway, we're looking for a map. The global collaboration map looks really cool, though it's very, like, specialized. I'm looking for a more general map. Happy Halloween indeed, yes. Shiva, any suggestions to start with? Start making videos. Start making videos. That's it. That's literally all there is to it. Like, don't plan anything out. Learn how to record. Learn how to record, learn audio, learn video, learn how to edit, make videos. That's it. If you already know how to edit and you already understand how to run like OBS or whatever your broadcast software of choice is, then just start going. Start making videos, and you will learn very quickly what you like and what you don't like and what you're good at and what you need to work on. And like it all becomes very, very apparent very, very quickly in my experience. Happy Halloween, everyone. Sage, thick Phoenix. Why do people say happy Halloween? Halloween is meant to be scary. Well, you can wish us a scary Halloween then. I'm not going to tell you what to wish me. But if you wish me a scary Halloween. Oh, Teddy. Teddy already did this one up. Let me see you. Yeah, this is already so developed. Good job, Teddy. But the layout is kind of all like preset almost. Where's the highway? Bro, where's the highway? It's over here. I can just see it peeking in the corner there. So the highway goes around this, clearly, which makes a lot of sense. Teddy Radko, the Mad Ladko. One of the best players to ever do it. One of the best. Astro. Howdy, hey, welcome in. Major road and general map. And general map. Colonel Sanders. The trifecta. Taiwan. Let's see what we got here. What I want is something with kind of an ambiguous looking highway area. That looks a lot like Teddy's. I want kind of an ambiguous looking highway that I can work off of and like try to develop a layout out of. Not an island, not a small island at least. Not for me. Not for me, not today. Vanilla map. Is it really vanilla? Yep, it is. Kind of like this. This isn't bad. This looks okay to me. I don't know what the rest of the map looks like. Can I get an overview? Can I get it? Can I see an overview of the whole thing? There it is. That's the one. That's doable. This is the starting area. Wow. I said I didn't want an island, but this isn't an island. It's a continent. General map, admiral asset. Yeah. Teddy's so great. Yeah. Habla español? No. Poco. Muy mal. It's really, really bad. I know words. I know Spanish words. I can't form like Spanish sentences or Spanish ideas. So I'm sorry for that. Can you download it if you don't have the DLCs? You need mass transit because of the 2-lane highway. All the highways are reduced. May you be completely full of fear this Halloween. May you be may you be too scared to do anything this holiday season. May your social anxieties get the best of you this this inherently social, community-oriented season. Turn off the light. Turn off the light. Eat the candy. I have a little bit of wine. I have some coffee. It's like 3 o'clock right now, and I'm drinking coffee, which is sort of. I feel like I can drink coffee safely until about 5, so I'm gonna continue. Past 5 o'clock though, it gets a little weird. Yannick, welcome in. Thanks for subscribing. Giving you GTA map vibes. Yep, I agree. That's fair. Santos. What kind of rug do I have on my head? It's not a rug. It's a wizard hat. You just can't tell because it's too magical. It's not for your eyes, okay? You can only see this if you're a wizard. In fact. Terrible. Yeah, I'm probably gonna rock with this actually, because this seems lush coast theme. I'm curious about the theme, and I'm curious about the LUT. Coastal Mountain Farmlands LUT. Is this a LUT or a theme? I'm kind of into it though. I'm kind of into it. I'll take the LUT. Ooh, the stone looks good. What does the pavement look like? We're not gonna be able to see the pavement. That's all right. I'll take it anyway. So what I want to do is explore how this area might connect to the rest of the map, really. So this is kind of theory crafting. It's kind of building. It's something, maybe I'll share it with people. I don't know. I never know. Happy Halloween, Tomer. Welcome in. You're a wizard? Where do you learn? Hoggy Hogwarts. It's in the UK somewhere. I don't know. It's kind of ambiguous. Do we know where Hogwarts is, everybody? Harry Potter's school? Is it in Ireland? I'm not entirely sure. Is it in Scotland? It could be, actually. They take a train to get there. So that makes me think it's connected to London by land. I would assume, but I don't really know. There's a lot of magic there too. Doc Martin, welcome in. Big fan of your shoes. I've never owned Docs. I'm not really a Doc person. Oh, look, my map is still being represented there. That's nice. That's nice. The worst thumbnail, but that's okay. Yeah, is it really vanilla? You know? Oh yeah, I downloaded new DLC for the game. Shout out to Lemonster. If you know Lemonster, they gave me plazas and promenades, actually, and airports DLC. So shout out to Lemonster. Like, thank you. Another prominent community member, really great with troubleshooting mods and problems in the game, and I respect, there's a whole crew that keeps their eye on the modding scene of City Skylines by being ingrained in it. Like, there's a bunch of people who, I don't know that they make their own mods, but they're in tight with the modders, and they're really good at troubleshooting and really good at understanding how the game works and like what the current state of things is. So I think that's really cool. Where's 81 Tiles at? I need it. Thank you for your service, yeah. Asaf, thanks for serving. Welcome back. It's definitely not Ireland. Yeah, I don't know. It's somewhere in the UK, I'd assume. Doc, I appreciate it. Thank you. No, H91, I agree. That's why I said that's why I even said that, is because I understand that may not be the case. Oh, I never looked at Conway either. Dang. Innsbruck interchange test map. Is it really vanilla? If it doesn't load on the first try, then I know what the issue is. It's something I don't want to mess with. I want to see if it loads on its own properly. Max, welcome in. Time to try and launch cities. Wish me luck. Fortunately for everyone, I made a video recently about recent modding trends in City Skylines. Angus, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing. Stay hungry, stay foolish is, yeah, I shouted out stay hungry big time in that last video because stay hungry, stay foolish has a killer collection of mods that are functional on Plazas and Promenades update. So really, really good. Like I said, if this oh no, simulation failed. All right, that's okay. I already know what it is. It's because of 81 tiles, but specifically it's the settings in 81 tiles. So simulation failed. It's behind my big dumb head. Do you see it there? Simulation failed. That means the game is actually not going to load, but I'm pretty sure I know why that is. This is not totally a surprise. It's like a small surprise. Dude, I don't care. Just let me launch it again. Let me try again. For those of you that are having problems, let me show you the fix. If you're using the new 81 tiles mod, this is part of it. I should have put this in the video, but I thought it was patched. But anyway, here we are. What's my favorite map? I don't know. I'm not sure. What is your favorite color? Probably blue. Probably blue. Check this out. Here's the solution. Here's the solution. You got the beta version? Right, that's what I mean. That's what I'm using. 81 Tiles Revisited, or 81 Tiles 2. Content Manager, mods, 81 Tiles. This is 81 Tiles 2.0, the beta. So that's what I'm talking about. When I say 81 Tiles, the other one doesn't work at all. I'm going to turn off the transmission options, transmission networks. These, the top and the bottom ones are highlighted by default. They're checked off. I'm going to uncheck them. And we're going to start a new game again, and this time it should work. And if it doesn't work, then dang. Then I'm in trouble is what that means. Then this is going to be a rough one. I don't want that at all. Do I think mass transit is worth buying? Yes. The mods that I think you have to buy, you don't have to, but I think you kind of like should. Mods that you should definitely buy. After Dark. Here are my top 3. Ready? I'm going to save you the pain of making a video. Top 3. In no order. After Dark, Snowfall, Mass Transit. Done. Top 3. You need those. Rex, welcome in. Halloween, no cancel for school. Yeah, not in most places, I don't suppose. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Having issues with your PC crashing? Ooh. Probably RAM, then. Mods to buy. Yeah, essentially, yeah. They're DLC. They're paid DLC. People with blue eyes tend to favor the color blue? Dang. Weird. I do have blue eyes, but I've never attributed it to that, but... I mean, it could be like when you're... If you have blue eyes, one of your parents probably has blue eyes, at least one, and you probably like the color... You probably like when they look at you because you're a little baby and you don't know what's going on, and it's probably comforting when somebody checks on you. Therefore, I don't know, maybe it's a subconscious thing. Maybe my favorite color is blue because my mom's eyes are blue. I don't know. Did we just unlock the secrets of my past? Am I about to have a breakthrough? I swore I wouldn't cry on stream. I might have to now. Chat, I'm seeing a lot of Russian and I can't read what you're saying, so if you want me to be able to respond, feel free to do it in English. Hey, look, it worked. No shade other than I'm not going to be able to respond to anything you're saying. You're so vain? Do you think it's vanity? That's what it is. I like blue because my eyes are blue. That's what it is. I spend such limited time looking in the mirror, honestly. Let's get these visuals fixed. This looks to be not the thing that I had installed. Here, let's start with MapQuest here. And by that I mean map, what's it called? Theme Mixer. And I'm going to pick the theme. He says, "What's up?" Nice. Well, that's good to know. Tell him nothing. Lush Coast. Oh, geez. All right. Well, that's a pretty good start. That's a good sign. We like starting from there. And then the LUT that they recommended, along with it. Let's see. The LUT was... It's these. Not Relight 2. Coastal Mountain Farmlands, I think. Wasn't it Coastal Mountain Farmlands? I think that's the one that I just installed. Does anyone remember? I think it was that. I should have left it open, honestly. But now we can adjust from here. Now we can see what's the story, Morning Glory. Huzzah. Look at that. And as if by magic, it looks just like the thumbnails, doesn't it? The grass texture is kind of freaking me out. It kind of looks like it was made by airbrush. But the aesthetic is really interesting, actually. If you look at the trees... Oh, that's just the tree lods. Very strange looking. I do love this, the cliff texture. Not up close, but from about here, the cliffs look great. That's a very good looking cliff when viewed at native resolution. I bet you think this song is about you. Yeah. I'm familiar. I'm familiar with the song about the vein. V-A-I-N. I might turn the brightness up just a little bit more. But I don't want to go overboard. 7 is looking good. Look at this. Water's looking crispy. Crispy, not crusty. The grass is looking real luscious. Don't like the sprites, though. Can we eliminate sprites? How have I been eliminating sprites in the past is the next question. It might be through this. I honestly don't remember. Why is your bitrate dying? Give it a restart. Drachma, welcome in. I might have already welcomed you. I'm sorry. Here, let's get rid of the fertile sprites. And let's get rid of the grass sprites. Gone. Hate the grass sprites. I'm over it. That is quite the peak. All right. I think we're on to something here. So assuming this is the starting point, let's get rid of this. I think I'm happy enough with the visuals, right? So looking at the starting tile, this is where the central city may form. It just has this one highway connection, which is a little weird to me. I almost want to... The roundabout definitely has to go. You know me. You know that roundabout is not going to stick around at all, right? Carly Simon about? Who's Carly Simon? I don't even know who that is. The grass texture looks odd. It's okay. It's going to be covered in concrete anyway. So that's fine. Option and theme mixer 2. Yep, I got it. I got it. Not Russian. You can just read Cyrillic. Guys, please speak English. Do me a solid. Please, 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 please. That would go a really long way in allowing everyone to like understand what the heck's going on. It's hard enough to understand one another through the internet. Please and thank you. I kind of want to unlock this whole spot. Should I unlock 81 tiles or should I... Let's just unlock 81 tiles. Let's just do it. Electra, welcome in. Let's do the central 25 tile area, actually. Let's just do that. So 25 tiles it is. I wonder if that causes less issues for some reason. But that gives me most of the map, and if we need to unlock 81, then we will. I think I want to replace this highway with like a 4-lane road, perhaps. Oh, look at all these pedestrian roads. I haven't even seen these yet. Dude, I'm going to crash my game by doing this. Interesting. I like it. The connections are really what I'm looking for when it comes to like tiled roads like this. Oh, what is that? Is that the pavement? What? Hold on a second. That's what the pavement looks like in this map theme? It's not cobblestone, it's just stone. It's like OG cobblestone. Very strange. Very, very strange. So I guess that's the pavement we're going with. Thank you, Max. I appreciate it. System RAM usage was 40. Yeah. Correct, Jersey. That's actually what I'm saying, is that it's hard enough for me to understand what the heck is going on in my native tongue, and beyond that I make no guarantees. I do like this. I like that the nodes have a little break in them. Forgive me for doing this. I've never seen the Plazas and Promenades jams yet. This is my first, truly my first rodeo with them. Very, very interesting. Oh. Huh. You are small cobblestone, and you are bluestone, but then there's also sandstone. Okay, I see. So there's 3 versions of every single one, and this is the big one, I'm sure. Ooh. Monstrosity. Look at it. It's beautiful. This map from 1870? No, just these roads. Pedestrian roads. Turns out humans have been walking for a long time. As it turns out. So here's what we'll do. We'll actually eliminate a lot of these. I'm going to replace this interchange, or maybe reintegrate all of this together into something better. But I want that to be more of a service interchange rather than a system interchange coming in with the highway. What do we think? Let's take votes on it. Do I deal with the highway as it is, or replace it with maybe a 6-lane road or a 4-lane road? Because in my heart of hearts, I would prefer that the highway, I'll leave it at 6 lanes, but I would prefer that it be represented by this instead. I think that's actually what I'm probably going to do. Walking? Nah. Crawling your whole life. Delete. Ooh, lock forestry is off? I'm not sure how to get rid of that forestry area. That is very stark in appearance. Tree anarchy has the answers, though. I can feel it. Tree anarchy. Lock forestry is off. Persistent lock is off. I don't fully understand, like, forestry area, like how to get rid of it, how to get it there. Oh, you know what it probably is, actually? It just occurred to me. I used move it to delete it. I bet you have to use the bulldozer. Well, never mind. I have no idea how to get rid of that forestry area, but that's okay. We're going to cover it with buildings and stuff. It'll be fine. You want to ask, why don't I continue making your cities big on YouTube? Stannis, I just do whatever I think is fun. Whatever I think is fun in the moment is really what I do. If I don't feel like continuing something, I really don't tend to, you know? If I don't if I'm not having fun, I'm quick to say, all right, on to the next one. Because I think that's important, like especially when you have to make stuff on a kind of job-like basis almost. You really have to find ways to keep it fun and interesting, and forcing yourself to do things is not a good way to do that. That's what I'd say to that end. Forcing oneself to do something they don't feel like doing is like not fun. Try the recourse or terrain brush. What's recourse? Like, I know what you mean when you say terrain, but I'm not familiar with a recourse brush. I guess we'll keep deleting. All right, let's get rid of these endy bits. And we should be able to, with a little bit of luck, connect all these together, hopefully. I might just do it all in one spot, even. Like, we can go all the way to the end of this. Because I don't mind the interchange. The interchange is okay. Alternatively, I could use the 6-lane road and continue it on and then split it here and like eliminate these, which is not a bad option too. The lane math is all wrong though, also, but it was built in that way. First make trees and then delete them with the same brush. Let's see, forestry brush. Here's the tree brush. Nope, no such luck, no such luck. Looks like I can make forestry and I can't delete it. Da, 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 da. It's definitely a setting with tree anarchy, I suppose. Unless this is something else. Unless this is actually... This is what forestry probably looks like, so this might be something else. It is... Let's check the resource panel. That is ore. That's why... That's why I was never going to be able to delete it. They painted all the forest with ore underneath it as a texture. So if I want to get rid of that, I really just have to go to resources and then delete it. There it is. The forestry is still remaining, though, which is interesting, because I do have... let's see. Lock forestry is off, so I don't really know. Cairo, welcome in. Then there's something else under it. Yep, exactly, exactly. Good call, though, Ron. Good call. Soil is not affected by adding or removing trees. Oh, my goodness. Little country road. Country road, take me home. Here, let's do this as easy a way as we can. We're not going to be hanging out up here too much anyway. So this doesn't have to look perfect. I want it to be good, but it doesn't have to look perfect. Not only is it probably not going to look perfect, it might look absurd. Let's let's reconsider something. This is now a 4-lane road. Now imagine if we do something like this. Just up to here. I don't know how this is going to handle elevation and stuff. We'll have to see in a second. But imagine if we just replace this. Oh, it's done well. Yeah, it did great. Cool. So let's grab the highway ramp node. So we just select the highway ramp. Oh, the elevated highway ramp, thank you. No. Pretty much that one, but I don't know if it's going to give me the... Nope, that's still grounded. This one. I see you. Right there. That one. Huzzah. We've done it. Sweet. The power of, whatever. Network multi-tool. Very, very powerful. Really good stuff. And this will actually be 2-lane road, probably. So in reality, in the realest of realities, let's just do, like, just 2-lane regular. 2-lane regular. Grounded. Grounded. Nope. Elevated, elevated, elevated. Grounded. Nope. Elevated. Just the quickest little node controller to it to make it all make sense. There it is. Easy. Easy as can be. For lane math reasons, of course. Sofa, welcome in. Why not 6 lanes? Because this is a 4-lane interchange. Like, this is a 4-lane... You'll see it in a second. Watch. Watch me now. My hat is slowly tilting farther and farther. Things are getting crazier and crazier, though, so it's fine. Grounded, please. Grounded, please. There it is. It's going to be great. Wait. You were 15 minutes behind? Oh, no. Dude, Rex, I saw you immediately. But you were commenting on something that was kind of old, so I didn't know what to make of it. I should have said something. Probably. We'll just send this one back until life makes sense. Rex, give it a refresh. Yeah, no crossing necessary. We're not really going to be hanging out up here anyway. Doesn't matter. There it is. It's all only as weird as you make it. So I'm trying to make it slightly less weird. Subtractive lane math in the house. There we go. And that should be fine. That's a fine city start. Slightly finer than, in my opinion, than the one that it was, because it was kind of an odd start to begin with. Bit of strange thing. Pete, welcome in. You're using updated mod list. The mods are great. You can't make a good city out of anything. Oh no. It just takes practice, and in my opinion, like looking at Google Maps a lot, and I'm still trying to get better at these things. Like I'm not that great at everything necessarily. Off-ramp can have a better angle there. Yeah, it's functionally totally sound, and it looks great from here, and I'm totally satisfied by that. Because really, we're going to be playing down here for the most part, is the deal. Now, I imagine... Let's say the tree line is our guide for a moment here. Let's just imagine the tree line is our guide. And we'll take a 4-lane road. A 4-lane road with trees even. No. A 4-lane road without trees. And I'm just going to kind of, like, imagine that the city cared that there's a forest here. Or that there was something stopping it from developing further to begin with. No promises that all the trees will live. They may not. Not all the trees are going to make it. Nah. I take it back. Let's see. Certainly there's a small road along the water here. So we can start that. I don't want to encircle the whole thing with a 4-lane road immediately, because that seems kind of unnecessary. But if I can get something visually interesting going down here to work towards, I think that's okay. This looks so strange to me. The lock forestry. It's so weird. We will tell you every bit of asymmetry? No. There is an overlay mod. Yeah, I don't know what it is either. Have to figure out what mod is causing the issue or just start a new map. Off-ramp can have a better angle. Yeah, I'm caught up. Looking up maps is how you find inspiration. Oh, that looks like a cool place. Nice to try and make something similar. Yeah, absolutely. I think just looking at places that already exist is a really powerful move. Now, this road came all the way down here for a reason, probably for a city. But more specifically, did it start with a port? I imagine it did. I wish I had a better harbor than this. I wish I had like a cooler harbor situation, but this is what we have. I haven't really downloaded many custom harbors in my day. Probably a city. I mean, why would... I don't understand why a big highway like this would have a small town on the other end, right? Like, the map doesn't lend itself to small town at all. So I gotta call an audible here and say we're going for city. Look at the ruined texture, how it's grass. How there's, like, grass on the beach. Well, you know what? Kinda. That's kind of plausible in a way. That, like, there would be vegetation. I'm not going to fix it, but that's what it is for now. Missed the start. Black Devil, I'm just developing a layout. I just swapped out a highway for a 4-lane road, and I just want to see kind of where it takes us and what happens. Let's see. Hey, Daniel, thank you. I appreciate it. KFC and Yumble stream. Life's good, right? Life's good. That's how it is. Fisherman's Village for a start. Yeah, maybe it was. I don't suppose it is currently, but maybe it was. Basically that, but different is what I'm looking for. Ooh. Something got weird there. Daniel, thank you. I don't know why that's popping up. Why it's not popping up, rather. The map has a natural harbor, right? Right. I mean, this could be a harbor too. I don't know if it actually has the ability to receive ships. It does. Oh, there's a shipping line there. Cool. Well, the trains are there, so what if we did a cargo hub on this side instead? So we'll have like a cargo situation right there. And then we'll kind of see the passenger and the cargo and everything. We can have cargo harbors up the whole way. I just want to see what this area has in store first. So let's do this. Let's use a different road for the moment. I don't like that little curve look that I'm getting out of it. I don't mind if this comes off angled, really. It can be slightly angled, but I just don't want there to be a bunch of little tiny curves in it. I want it to be all kind of a bit more flowy than that, if possible. On our way down to the port here. All right. We have technology. There are better ways to do these things. There we go. Forest brush works okay for that also. So clearly we should have like industry over in the woods here, right? Nice play, thanks. They clear the forest in a similar way? Yeah, maybe it was forestry, maybe not. I think it's a big hit to performance if you cover your map in trees. Like this is a pretty, like this is a lot of trees already. Not as many as what I've seen, but there's already a ton of trees in each of these little forests. It does help though that they did an ore texture that's really dark and they put that under the trees. It makes the map, like the forestry, it looks like there's thousands of trees when there's only thousands of trees. Lowercase thousands. Right? Hey guys, can we speak English, please? All the Russian speaking folks, please. Can we speak English? Please, 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 please. This is not the first time I've asked, but I'm gonna keep asking until it happens. Please. Be cool. Let's see. Map is basically real-world marine industry dominated. Probably, yeah. Is the hat getting droopier? It keeps moving, yeah. It doesn't fit over my head because of my headphones. So it's like... It's quite droopy, though. It's also years old. Map name of Vanilla. Something Vanilla. It's one of the most popular maps right now. Can't believe it's not Vanilla. Something to that effect. I honestly don't remember. I don't have an answer for you. I'm sorry for that. What use am I? Alright, so I've unlocked both of these segments, which means we can swap it for perhaps a smaller, like, one-lane, one-way road. Do we have a one-lane, one-way road? Can somebody develop a one-lane, one-way road for this darn game? I mean, I have some, but... whatever. Here, two-lane, one-way road it is, I guess. For now. Till further notice. Hi, and happy Halloween! Happy Halloween, welcome in. Sure is a Gryffindor? No. I subscribe to no house. I am houseless. Here, where's the industrial roads? I just want to have this connected, at the very least. Let's turn off all the dumb stuff, all the snapping and whatnot. Road guidelines, grid, yeah, let's do that. Well, maybe I do want grid, but not road guidelines. Well, here, let's get my intentions clear before I move on. One-way industrial. We're going to turn out of here. 4 units. 4 units. And we'll connect this with, like, 2-lane road. There we go. Cypher, welcome in. Aren't I a Ravenclaw? I don't know. I can't pretend to understand such things. I don't know. I wish I had a better sense of what's actually going to go on over here. Because right now I just know that this needs to be connected to the road network. So with that said, that might be the way to do it. For now, at least. We'll just go through and kind of destroy all these trees. So we can see what the heck's going on. And that's fine, that's enough for now. As it asks for industrial and such, I'll make some decisions when the time comes. That all seems okay for the moment. Similar stuff over here. I just want this to connect to this road. I don't know if this needs to be one way. It does. I'd prefer. I would prefer that the harbor road be one way. I'll admit it. I wish there was one way with one-sided parking, but alas, there is not. Alas. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Well, that little bit can go away, but the rest will be figured out momentarily. Hat needs to be orange with a white stripe. Is there a way to make a single line of angled parking and have the grid so Sims can park? I'm not sure. Probably with assets. Now, this road probably goes to the ports pretty readily, I'd assume. Right? How do we feel about that? That this big, major, tree-lined road is probably going to the ports, to this port fairly directly, I'd assume. Gives it reason to exist, mostly. Oh, it's okay, Anthony. I want to delete the trees is the thing. I want to delete them specifically. So I'm doing it intentionally. It's not that I forgot. I'm sorry that you forgot, but I didn't. All right. I want this to connect semi-directly. And then be able to leave semi-directly. Also with a cut through, though, because we're kind of wild like that. Main harbor. Yeah. It's going to look a little wonky, but bear with. It's only going to get worse from here. It's all downhill from here, folks. Just so we know. This isn't going to change much, but oh, it did somehow. It did change something. Something like that. Something like that for starters. It's a bit lumpy, and I'm starting to not like this road that we put through because the trees aren't gone. So they're lacking that tree, the context that the trees gave. But it's okay. Now, where did the city happen, really? I mean, the city would have sprung up around this harbor, without a doubt. Probably in concentric kind of circles, perhaps even. And probably the same thing over here, and then the two get unified eventually, I would assume. I can't believe it's not vanilla. Or I can't believe it is vanilla. I'm probably respecting the trees too much. The trees would have been consumed early on in the history of the city, without a doubt. Robert, welcome in. Penderson, thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Is there a way to remove the streetlights? Yeah, Bob. B-O-B. Mod from the workshop. Jesse, I appreciate it. Thank you. What map is this? What's the idea? You're late joining? The map, I can't remember the name of the map. The idea is I'm making a layout. Nothing more specific than that, though. JT, I'm using the map theme that came with the map. It all just came together. Oh, Penderson, thank you. Thanks for hooking up everybody. Thank you, thank you. 5 of you were just gifted subs, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's all downhill from here. If you check the slope, I walk to school through snow, uphill both ways, and I can tell you it's all downhill from here. I can tell you from experience. Ah, there's probably more like arterial that runs down this way too. Here, let's cut through the woods. Let's cut through the woods. This is not working. Guys, enjoy. Jesse, Cypher, Felix420, John Mark, and John just got hooked up with memberships. Enjoy the emotes. And Penderson, thanks again for the generosity. I appreciate it. Now here, I wonder if this... Forget that for a second. Hold that thought. I wonder if this road isn't the large one. That probably comes off this way, over the river and through the woods. I cannot see the topography, but I will respect the topography as I imagine it should be. Not as it is, but as I imagine it. And I'm just going to do this the quick and dirty way. We're just going to do a curved road tool masterpiece. Masterpiece. Right there. This one can actually be swap this out for this one. Yeah, we'll do the grassy median instead. Now, collision is off. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Technically, the trees are still there, is the weird thing. Technically, the trees are still built into the game, if we're being real. Turn off your prop anarchy. Yeah, I mean, it's... I like deleting the trees is the thing. I'm pretty sure they're still there. Yeah, they are. The trees are absolutely still there. So like that sort of thing is why I like getting rid of them, because the game still counts them. Those objects are still baked into your save, and they still count against you in some way. Like as far as the game is concerned, those trees all still exist, and I hate that. I really don't like that. Let's reshape this a little. I like the oddness in a sense, but I also feel that it doesn't need to be so odd. It could be a little less odd, and I could still be very happy with it. I like that. I like that bit there. Like, why go to the trouble of building this entire port just to botch it at the finish and like make something so ridiculous? Oh, John, welcome in. Thanks for being here. You like killing the trees? Yes. Always clear before building up an area. Right, but I'm not building over here. I like that the trees are here while I'm not building on them. Okay, Max. It's in tree anarchy. It has the option. Yeah. Yeah, I want to follow... I want to follow geography, topography. I want to follow the forest in places. Like, there are reasons that places develop the way they do, and those reasons may not be there anymore by the time I'm done, but I want their influence to kind of resonate all the same. Now, this whole thing is a bit weird. I want them to have a way back to this. I want cars to have a way in. I want cars to have a way out. Connecting this is going to be a bit of a thing. It can kind of be what it was, but better. Two-way road. Yep. And then one can go back to this, and the other can go this way. It's an interesting solution. Interesting solutions to non-existent problems is kind of on brand for me, so I'm into it. I've built a small empire on interesting solutions to non-existent problems. I want this area to be accessible otherwise, though. Like, I want this area to have a connection that comes off here, perhaps. And of course, like, make this not terrible, hopefully. If we can make this a little bit less terrible, that would make me happy. There we go. Just a little less terrible, a little less awful. Acceptable. How's everyone's Halloween going? Is anyone sitting there with a bowl of candy waiting for kids to come by and trick or treat and such? I'm still worried about this connection over here and how we're gonna get cars off of it. Or maybe it's connected here and here as well. Like there's a connection here and a connection over here. Looks all kinds of bizarre. I don't think it's that bad, honestly. It's a one-way road with a turnaround option with like kind of an extra spot here. That's all plausible. I'm imagining an airport as I do this is the thing. I'm imagining like how an airport kind of operates, and that's plausible there. This is fine for getting out. They can yield for the left turn here. If they want to come around and get back in, they can. This will stay one way though. And then this one would be two-way for what I'm imagining, and this would be signal controlled probably. Halloween's not a holiday here. Well, I mean, it's a holiday here on this planet. That much I can say for sure. It's definitely a Halloween here on, like, Earth. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure of it. Pretty sure. And then this can just hit at the end. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ace, yeah, all of my streams are on YouTube in the playlist, which is like the second playlist down in my thing. They are all there. Every single YouTube stream that I've done is still available on YouTube. So, interesting question. Yes. Yes. The spider. The bowl is staged. Nice. 8-9, welcome in. Oh, way too early? Yeah, it's 4 o'clock right now. You're right. What about the East Coast, the other East Coast? Like, yeah, it's entirely too early. That's true. Wizard hat. Yeah, I'm doing the wizard hat. I keep forgetting I'm wearing it, but I do have to hold my head a certain way so it doesn't fall off. To make it really delete trees? Yeah, there's an option in the settings, yeah. There's no one coming I could ignore. Nice. You ate all the candy. Sorry, kids. Oh. Poor kids. Now, I suppose that there's connections through here, right? I just don't want it to be a perfect grid at all. I want none of it to be a perfect grid. I want it all to be an awesome grid. But not overly... Not an egregious grid or anything like that. An agreeable grid. I'm digging that. So this area probably has connections from here to the beach the whole way down is my assumption. Digging it. Digging it. This could almost be like a park or something. Like just a cool park out front of the thing. But also that land would be very valuable, so maybe it would become something else. I don't know. I think I got this backwards for my purposes. There we go. That's probably the real answer to the whole operation there. That's one of the best, in my opinion, that's one of the best, like, cargo harbor connections that I've ever done. Because usually it's really boring looking, and this is definitely not boring. It's weird is what it is. It's bizarre. For Europe, it's a great time for stream. Yes, I started early today. It's so hard to make the highway. Kids have been showing up since 1 p.m. What? Shenanigans. I'm not perfect, I'm awesome. Did I say that? I hope I said that. Why are you getting bored with your build? Oh, me too. That's literally, that's my brand. My entire brand is starting a city and then immediately running into problems. Or not even running into problems, but just kind of the, what would the term be? Malaise sets in, I guess. Something like that. Where I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's okay, but it would be really fun to start a new one, is how I pretty much always feel. It's pretty typical. So yeah, I don't think that's super unusual, personally. Do I dare cut this in half? Do I dare? Dare I? Daren't I? Like, maybe these are just walking paths through the middle of this. Just for fun. Just for funsies. Super weird. Just let it be weird, though. I should be able to force crossings. Actually, I think I deactivated it. Yeah, I deactivated in this, but I should be able to force them here. Oh, that forces a node, but not a crossing? Weird. Alright. Cool. Yeah, I deactivated the add crossing thing in node controller because it was happening all the time accidentally. Wonky. Too scary. Weird is good. Yes. Helen, welcome in. Cut it with pedestrian path, not roads. I did. That's what I did. I did it. It's a bad time for Australia and Japan. Sorry, Australia. Sorry, Japan. Yeah, Dottybot's gonna miss the stream. He's a... Yeah. He's Australian. Akros is really great. Yeah, really, really good. It's not a perfect grid. It's an awesome grid. Thank you, Lolik. Thank you. And welcome in. Now let's see who lives here. No, never mind. I just want to keep building roads. Honestly, that's where things go wrong. In my opinion. In my semi-professional opinion. This is a lot of connections for the arterial. That I actually don't like so much. But I think it could be okay also. Could go either way. Could go either way. Right, right. I feel that. Yeah. This probably turns out to be big road the whole way around. Broken up in different ways, in different places. This is driving that leaf concept home. Like in a video I pointed out how leaves are structured with their own sort of highway road hierarchy, you know, pointing out how road hierarchy can look from the perspective of nature like a circulatory system, or the veins on a leaf, or how a tree forms, things like that. This is going to have that. Daniel, thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Thanks for the support. Hope you're doing well. And we'll use network multi-tool to just end this quickly. Ta-da! Quick and easy. Now this road probably meets up like up here or something, I would assume. Like maybe this branches off or whatever. Like I think that's an imaginative little thing. This road kind of goes to nowhere currently. There might be something over here that exists, but roads to nowhere are fine for now. You can drive a Nissan Leaf down the Leaf. I've never heard of the Leaf. I don't really know. I'm not much for cars personally, as it turns out. How about a roundabout on the intersection in the forest? Well, I mean, there's no reason to right now. We'll see. Like, we'll see what needs to be solved if things need solving. We'll dig in and do that. But I think that that's actually probably enough arterial to get stuff going, and then we can just go back to regular 2-lane road for most of the rest of this. All right. So say goodbye to these. The deal has been altered. Goodbye, paths. That one too. Yep, all the paths are going. Sorry, paths. Yeah, that'll work. This is going to be a very direct connection. Ooh, did I pick the right connection? I think I picked the wrong ones, actually. One second. Supposing this one and this one connected instead. And then this one maybe even just sort of follows a little bit. Maybe it goes up into the woods. Just kind of hangs out in the woods a little bit. I respect it. Yeah, hang out in the woods. I'll figure that out later, what that means. Highway to the trees, yes. Yeah, it's okay. I just don't think there's... If there's no reason to build a roundabout, then there's no reason to build a roundabout. That's it. That's all I can say. That's all I can say about that. There's not always a reason to build it, and if there's no reason, then I don't recommend building it. If you want to, then that is a good enough reason to do it. I just don't. It's that easy. I think we're good. Real parking on, yeah. This road almost certainly has some sort of connection going up, up and over. Up and over. Cha, 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 cha. Yep. That's what that does. I knew it. I knew it all along. Can't fool me. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I'm slightly afraid of some ghosts, maybe. Cool. Double cool. We'll see what sorts of like internal grids form from all this activity. What kind of like districts end up happening. But these are like semi-major roads. Cool. Yes. I'm just sculpting something. I don't know exactly what yet. Must I always know? No. I don't suppose so. Yeah. Just tuned in? Oh, that's okay. Doom, I'm not sure. It's a recent one. It's called, like, Is It Really Vanilla? Or something like that. The map had a funny name, and it said vanilla, so I picked it. I'm not playing vanilla per se, but that's sort of the basis that I chose it on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. But yeah, it's one of the most popular recent maps, so I figured I'd just party on it and, like, develop a layout, see if anything interesting happens. People are definitely the creepy ones. What? Oh, the Blair Witch. Semi-major roads made from streets reinvents the a connection can be semi-major without it being a strode, I think. I don't think I'm going out on a limb to say as much. If I could, honestly, if I could be the reinventor of the strode, that would be awesome. I would take that. I would take that all the way to the bank. I'd patent that. I'd be like, look, I reinvented this. It was already invented. but I reinvented it. What are you going to give me? What's to stop them from using them as arterials? Nothing. Arterial has nothing to do with arterial is context. It has nothing to do with how big the road is or anything like that. Nothing. I'm just designing. I'm just sketching right now. Like, I'm just having fun. That's all. There's nothing to stop nobody from doing anything. Ain't nothing. Yep. I think that this will be the most direct route for traffic trying to reach this. But if they're trying to reach anything in this local area, then be my guest. Like, come on around on any of the arterials and cut in. But this will still be the most direct route to the harbor if it's highway traffic trying to get to the harbor. It's a heart. It's yeah, like an anatomically accurate heart. Accurate-ish. Semi-accurate, semi-anatomically accurate heart. As long as it's not boring. That's really, like, as I've developed at the game, the most important thing has become, like, just don't make it boring. That's all. Like, make something that almost doesn't work. Like, that's fine. Just don't make it boring. Because, like, something that almost doesn't work is at least interesting to work with. to attempt to work with. This is just kind of a cutoff. Just kind of cuts off there. Now, what is this area? What does this all amount to? This road can certainly connect to this if it wants to. I'm cool with that. But yeah, just don't be boring. That's all. It's kind of a good rule of thumb in life. Just don't be boring. There's nothing worse. People jump out of airplanes and stuff to try to avoid it. It's a big it's a big industry for some. Staving off boredom. This side is going to be slightly more boring because it looks like it's a bit more gridded, but that's okay. Let's see what comes of it. I don't care if my layout is boring as long as I'm not bored. How about that? It's for me. More connections. Ooh. Down. Yep. The hat. The name of the mini street? There's no mini street here. These are all 16 meters wide. This is the 32 meters wide, 16 meters wide. These are all vanilla roads so far. Nothing, not even DLC. Grids can be interesting too, I agree. I do agree. Grids are fine. Grids are A-okay in my book. There's a reason they're so widely used. It's because they're fine. Primarily. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because they're A-okay. I haven't done one like this in a long time. I used to do a lot of layouts like that, and I really have not done it this way in a while, so it's kind of cool. As far as how this would be zoned in, I just want to call it like mixed use. Like just, it's mixed use. Just do all of it. What is this, Canada? Canada has bike lanes. I've seen Vancouver. It's known for its bikeability, right? The content of the layout has more bearing on if it's boring or not. Probably. Probably, I would agree. Though, I mean, the contents of an overview of a map... all you can see is like the geography and the road layout when you look at topography. You just see the tops of buildings, but like rarely are the tops of buildings particularly interesting. It's the overview that's actually interesting, right? Which has little to do with what the buildings are. Why did I steal it from Hogwarts? They need it back. Don't worry, I'll get it back to them in time. I'll get it back to them tomorrow. Grids are the devil's work. No. Vancouver is supposed to be bikeable, I thought. I thought that was like the point. Could you explain why this layout would not get a lot of traffic, please? It depends. Once again, that's where the content comes into play. What's the content of it and how much of it, how dense is it? Things like that. I don't know. It's organized in such a way, like the hierarchy is pretty evident, I think. Where the large roads, there's a direct road right to the port. There's a semi-direct road to the cargo, and cargo has its own direct connection to presumably the downtown area, which might be here. So in that way, it's I mean, it's just road hierarchy, right? Like, how many videos have I made where I talk about road hierarchy? Many. This is just that. This is just looking at it like this is a major route directly to the port. This is a semi-major route to the cargo, and then the two are connected by their own independent route, so traffic doesn't have to go back up this way necessarily. They can come down this way. Or they can cut through on whatever happens next in a moment here. Something else is going to happen here in a second. I don't know what. Making a joke about grids. Grids are fine. Of course grids are fine. Yeah, grids are great. I just don't want to... the way I used to play the game, which really gets old, but it's a very popular way to play, is just pick Like, what's something that's an amount divisible by an amount where groups of 4 work out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So minus 2 off of whatever I built here. So it could be 18. This is a very popular way to play. 18 by 10 grid, because this should be 4 by 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh, can I just see? I just want to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. Yes. So just doing that and iterating it over and over, and then asking in Reddit, like, how do I connect a highway to my grid, kind of thing. Like, it's fun to optimize, and then, like, it kind of gets unfun after a while, in my opinion. But that's just, like, my opinion, or whatever. It's fun to optimize until it's, like, not that fun anymore. Because eventually it becomes less fun, for me at least. Like, the game became kind of the traffic game after a while of playing. Like, the traffic game became clearly more fun than a lot of other elements to me, for how many hours I've put into the game. It's a lot of connections on our road here. It's too many connections, probably. Let's see, what do I like and what don't I like about this arrangement? I wouldn't mind this one coming up and being the only connection, actually, because this goes all the way down to the bottom to this road, if they want that. So let's... I definitely want to keep this one going at some kind of weird angle. That's a much better option than whatever I did initially. Because, like, what I was just about to do is put 3 rando connections on this big road. I'd rather sum them all up to 1, or maybe even 2 or something. I'd rather not do what I was about to do. That's all. That's the point. Bridge over top? You won't? Nah, no bridges. How many years? Oh, how many hours? A little over 2,000, I think. Maybe more than that. Hold on. Oh, almost 3,000. Well, 3,000 including my Switch. My years on the Switch. Dirt roads. Blake, thanks for being here. M, is that you? Are you not a mod right now? Hold on a second. I don't remember how to make people mods. M, is that you? It has to be. There you go. You got it. Good job. All right, so whatever I said before, I hope this doesn't contradict it completely, but I am about to add another connection here. Because I think that's okay. I think that works. And then this will become the connection for this to get across the map over here. Ooh. Or... one goes there, one goes here. The deal has been altered. That random road just became a lot less random. Because now it's going over here. Because this actually makes sense. Right, okay, yes. Can do. How would I recreate Interstate 35 to 435? Well, that one's going to be tough because I don't know what it looks like. So I have no answer for that because I don't know what it is. But one day I may find out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Time will tell. The best way I mean, you can show me in the Discord. That's an okay way to do things if you want, if you're into that. Expanding, expanding, expanding. Ever expanding. Much like our universe. Stupid. All right. Things are definitely happening here. I guess I'll just zone all this in one shot. I'll put down service buildings and do everything and throw down education buildings, and we'll just zone it in one shot once it's like all once the whole like beltway here is filled in. I think that's what's about to happen. Because that'll be fun. I can't think of a more fun approach than that. It's definitely fun. Interesting. One of these days you should actually open City Skylines. I agree. It is fun. It is a joy. What's my favorite type of interchange? Ooh, partial cloverleaf. All things considered, I would have to say. Parclo. There it is. Very good. There's something good about all these pointing towards the middle here that I kind of like. And this, I imagine, just kind of continues on, keeps partying till it gets to there. Yep. Then this one, similarly, just party along here till it gets to there, and then it can connect there. Yep. I'm into it. Yep. It's got character. It's got heart. That's what it has. It's got it where it counts. Mm-hmm. That mainly just leaves this area. There's other kind of question marks around here, but mainly just this area is all that's left. Something approximating sane. Try making Tacoma. Yeah, feel free to put it Maytalk. Yeah, throw it in the Discord. I'll check it later. Five-way abomination? No. No, impossible. Next video. To play cities, you gotta have heart. You gotta have heart because half the time the mods don't work. And like crazy stuff happens, really. That's the truth. That's the reality of the darn thing. Is that your game is gonna stop working and you're gonna have to find the chutzpah to come back and somehow make it happen. Somehow. Somehow collect yourself and find the will to restart your game. Because every update breaks it. Not every update, but pretty much every update. Cool. This is more interesting than I thought it would be. This little spot here. There's a lot of stuff pointing at it, which is cool. Yeah, you're welcome, JT. I'm glad to help. Looks European. It's just kind of all over the place. It's kind of ridiculous is what I'd call it. Maybe even redonkulous. I think it'll work fine though. Like, it's not completely random. There's a lot going on, but it's not like I'm doing it thoughtfully. I'm following like certain rules. I don't even know if I can say exactly what rules I'm following, but there are definitely rules that are being followed here. Unspoken rules. If I tell you, then they will be spoken rules, and I can't do that. I can't be speaking them. Speaking the unspoken rules. The first rule of Fight Club is... Well, I forget. I don't recall. Yeah. That's something. That's something. Something's going on here. All right, let's break down a few of these into some other stuff. Like, let's get some more blocks in here. They're a bit far apart right now. This can go back to the edge. Yeah. Sensible. Chen, welcome in. Just found your channel last week. In between your shifts at work and your studies, watched all the videos. Holy cow, there's over 100 there. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. What rule do you have for placing buildings at arterials? Arterials can have buildings on them, but I wouldn't recommend zoning along this. Like, if it's a road just coming directly off the highway, I wouldn't zone it. This is probably what you mean. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I like residential on it. I don't know yet, though. It's a good question. It's a good question. I don't have a good answer right now. Subdivide the subdivisions. I mean, this deserves a really wiggly road. Okay, freeform road tool. You did it again. I'm not going to delete it. You delete it. No, I'm going to delete it. We're going to take those same nodes that we already made. Check it out. Those existing nodes. I'm going to turn on road guidelines, and I'm just going to directly connect them to those, approximately. It's funny. I am going to allow these to connect. This will not be a very popular connection, but they don't all have to be popular. And we press on. Road guidelines, I really don't like them while I'm developing, like, stuff overall. Yep. Okay, we're up on the mountain. We're up on the mountain. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. Can I see the height map while I'm drawing roads, please? Yeah, no. Not good. Not good. Not good. Let's see what happens. The coordinates. Nice, Roadburner. I'm not going to be able to search that right now, so feel free to put it in the Discord if you'd like. I'll just keep offering that, because I'm really not going to, like... I can't go into other stuff at this exact second. Because I got to be doing this. I got to be focusing. We got to be full and focused, okay? This is important. Can I see? Please? I just want to see. There. But I also want to see the height map. Yep, that works. Oh, whose birthday is it? M, happy birthday. Is that true? What? Mountain for Nature Reserve, maybe. I almost like this weird thing that we have going on here. It stands. It stays. There it is. Very interesting. The train is not connected yet. It would be very cool to have the train come through to the middle somehow also. The train. It starts up here. It could continue down. It may also... Well, here, let's do 2 train tracks and see what happens. Oh, this is so dumb how this is all the way on the outside. I'm sure there's a reason, but, like... I cannot imagine what that reason actually is. Basically this, but not stupid. I guess we can elevate the end because I think it'll look better. Yeah, that's probably a better option than what was happening. And then we'll network multi-tool it, flim-flam it over. I bet we can do it with the curved tool, not a flim-flam. When I say flim-flam, I guess I mean a S-curve. You know, when the road flim-flams. No, there it is. To the ground, though. Wind God, welcome in. Thanks for being here. You can DM it, yeah. I mean, yes, feel free to put it. I mean, the community might be interested in what you're saying, too, is the thing. Like, I'm not always on Discord just because it's not feasible. But there's always somebody on Discord. I will say that. Like, feel free, but I think it's valuable to get, like, discussion out of it, too, right? Is that not reasonable? Why don't I play City Skylines 2? That's a good question. That's a good question. Why don't I play City Skylines 2? I can't think of a single good reason why I don't, actually, now that you mention it. Why don't I? Yeah, nothing comes to mind. Curvy swervy. What's the map called? That is a fantastic question. I keep getting asked and I keep not knowing. It's called Vanilla. Something something Vanilla. There it is. That's the curve. That's the curve we're looking for. Right there. That's the one. It's a recent popular map. What kind of games do I like? They're all pretty much building. Dave, welcome in. Thanks. It's a wizard hat. You can't really tell because it's kind of... The hat has honestly run out of steam. This hat has lived a few lifetimes. My hair is going to be all kinds of crazy. But that's fine. The hat head, the headphone head. There it is. It's a wizard hat, though. It just does not... It does not have the fortitude it once had. It just doesn't. That's just how it is. Oh, elevated train station? This came with plazas and promenades, no doubt. Very interesting stuff. Once again, you love to see it. Does it actually... Oh wow, it kind of works. If I turn anarchy off, how good is it actually? Ooh. It has to go, it can't really go over the road. Yeah, I guess there's stuff there. Yeah, it can't go over the road. Just to there. I'm not really going to use that. I don't think I want to have an elevated train line running through. But it's not impossible. It's doable. Use starch on it? Yeah, I'll use some hairspray. Stanislav, pro Rocket League player? Oh, you're talking to me? Yeah, yeah, not really. My team did really well a lifetime ago. But that was long ago. Well, now I kind of want to use the elevated one because I think it's cool. Like down here would be the best spot for it, probably. The coolest spot at the very least. I've never seen this one. Oh, it's gorgeous. Very nice. That comes with plazas and promenades, everyone. That's a nice thing right there. That is a nice thing if I've ever seen one. I didn't really plan on doing this, but now it feels like it's happening, so I'm just going to go with it. Just kind of follow my gut here. Oh, you know what? The crossover should probably happen... The crossover event of the century could be happening right here. Like, this could just sort of continue straight-ish. So we'll get, like, we'll get a pillar there. We'll get a pillar there. There's no way that this is going to work, like, without anarchy or something. The game would actually be very finicky about this, really. It would be cooler. Like, right over this intersection might be the way to go. I could use anarchy, I just don't really want to have to. Gnarly. Is this actually high enough to get over roads? Yeah, clearly it is. Oh, the lamps, though. Ha! Not tunnels, sunken. Hoping for some more aggressive feedback? Aggressive feedback, goodness. You like a sunken line? Sunken is cool. Yep, I do respect sunken. In this case, though, next to water, there's a reason why you don't want a whole bunch of... well, it's doable. It's doable. But I wouldn't... I'm not an engineer. I'm not an engineer, so I don't really know. But it seems to me that I'd want these elevated. If we wanted to be really crazy, I don't have them right now, but the rail over road pack is so good in this situation. Like, it's all very possible. It's just doing it gracefully in a way that I really, really like. That's going to be tough. Okay, let's try this again. Let's pick the crossover first. It's probably going to be anarchy no matter what I do. And then we just delete the pillar. I hate doing that, but... Green canyons. Water goes in ditches. Yes, that's the problem. The map is not called Green Canyons. Sunken was your favorite when you were playing on console? Where's Gryffindor Road? That's a great question. I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know what you're referring to. You could be talking about anything. I don't know what that is. Just aggressively denying. Here's what we'll do. Just get this back out to a similar spot. I'm going to adjust that in a second. What is that? Ew. The way that the game curves roads by default is so gnarly. It would have been actually probably the best idea to just delete this road. Hold on. I take it all back. Let's assume that this doesn't have to cross the arterial. Oh, well, I guess these I can leave. No, let's just redo it, but right. I want the crossing to be graceful and plausible and beautiful. And not weird at all. Mainly. Oh. Not weird at all. Let's just make this up. It's by Snoozeby. Nice. Put a roundabout. Put the pillar in the middle of the roundabout. That's ingenious, actually. Very good idea. Good use of roundabout. That's not what I'm gonna do, but I like the concept. I just sort of want to freeform along this main road and just sort of keep it in tight. There. That's just a cleaner solution. I freehanded that. That looks pretty good, right? Considering it's free-handed, I think it's okay. Now I gotta believe that there are paths in here or something. I gotta believe that there are like internal paths. And even if there aren't, I can always just take this. I mean, of course, this was always gonna happen. So let's imagine something up here. Just see what happens. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Train station. Water station. Water train station. It's got everything. It's got everything. There's nothing else. That's all there is to it. I could have done that M150, but look what I did. What I did is organic. It's organic like organic bananas, okay? Organic bananas. That connection is so bad. This probably just continues. Let's just do a 12 unit down to ground kind of vibe. Yeah, it's fine. As long as we're grounded. There it is. That's a better option. These two don't need to interface with one another, so they can have just a connection like that. Like, we don't need that third train connection to turn them around or anything. Where are taxi? That's a great question. I actually don't see any cars now that you mention it, so I guess they're on their way, hopefully. No promises, though. No promises. A tram or two? A tram would be a great idea. Yeah, I agree. Like, really, one big tram loop would serve this very nicely, or the classic like a line going up this way, because this road covers the entire map. These two roads cover the entire map, actually. This is a pretty good route, too. This is a good spot, and then a tram turnaround there, maybe. Or this one, tram turnaround here, station, synergy, tram, boat, auto, sea, air, land, earth, wind, fire, water, heart. Go planet. Synergy is my point. It could be a transit hub if we wanted to do that, right? They never seem to work. What do you mean? Oh, taxis? Yeah, taxis are like the worst form of transit. Because they're cars. They're just cars. They're still just cars at the end of the day, right? But yeah, I think that's a reasonable layout for this area. Let's zone it in. What I want to do now is set up district styles, themes, theme manager. I want to use mod pack 11. Not all buildings loaded. That's pretty sweet. I want to use... Oh, I guess I also want to apply... Can I just apply... Oh, shoot. Pedestrian areas? Oh, I haven't even seen this yet. Airplane area? This is the airplane area. Commercial wall-to-wall buildings? What? I am the wall-to-walrus? Office wall-to-wall? Cuckoo Cuckoo? Residential wall-to-wall. It's got it all. I can't turn on self-sufficient buildings for the whole map, so I am going to have to paint an area for this. So let's do it. Let's paint a really accurate area. Yes. Very good. Very good. It's very accurate. It's as accurate as it needs to be for the blob. Welcome to Amity Park. Giga Station, yes. Yeah, go for it, Maytalk. Yeah, city planning IRL is good for real-life implements of stuff. Absolutely. All right, so I'm looking to do self-sufficient, I think. Let's see. I haven't even seen, like, commercial wall-to-wall or residential wall-to-wall. How do the residential wall-to-wall buildings look? That goes away if I add it. Here, let's just see what they look like. Residential wall-to-wall on this little strip here. I just want to know. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. We're going to be very much in the hole initially. Like, our money is probably going to run out. Oh, I turned on a district specialization, which means those aren't going to grow. So there's that. All right, cool. Try it again. Huzzah! Building. Primrose. Are they decent? I've never seen these, so I want to know. Okay. 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 Interesting. Agua. What is that? Random water pipe? Maybe the map maker threw in a random water pipe. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. I don't own that. I don't take credit for that. We're going to be pulling water from here. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to be dumping our water over here. It's going to be equally awesome. If not more awesome. So 81 tiles has pipes built in. You know, you can do automatic piping, etc. That's not what it's actually called, but that's what I'm doing. So these should clear up. Yep. Okay, they look good. Oh, they left a hole for pedestrians underneath. Nice. Well, a hallway, really, not a hole. A hall, not a hole. Is Lemonster here? I missed it. Lemonster, there you are. Thank you. I'm checking out. I thanked you earlier on stream. Thank you for hooking it up. I'm taking a look at the wall-to-wall promenades and plazas DLC right now. Not the whole DLC, just the buildings right now for the moment. Well, if I'm doing it, I guess I should just do it, huh? So we've got residential wall-to-wall buildings. Are there high-density wall-to-wall buildings too? And if so, how do those look? Let me see. Show me. Show me, game. Yeah, thank you, Lemonster. Thank you. Do you prefer Le Monster? It occurred to me earlier that you might be Le Monster and not Lemonster. I'm just rolling with it. I'm just following my heart, I guess. Also look into the new plazas, maybe. I know the plazas are pretty good, but how about the promenades? Are the promenades okay, or is it, you know, just a plaza kind of thing? And offices too? Let's throw them all in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ready? Residential wall to wall, office wall to wall. Let's make sure this is working. And commercial wall to wall. Maybe this is super useful. Nice. Now that looks the same to me. That looks like it's the same. 24, 24. Okay. So that tells me that the residential is the same no matter what. No matter what you do. It would be really cool to have like bike corridors going throughout this too. Like just a bike path type situation. But yeah, I could see the whole thing being zoned with this type of building and just roll with it, right? The promenades are mid, but the plazas to die for. That's what I've heard. Pomegranates? Q, welcome in. Why do you say, oh? Why are you underwhelmed? What must I do to whelm you? You're always underwhelmed, but never whelmed. This guy. Unbelievable. The nerve of some people. Oh, the hallway continues. I actually really like the assets. They're very good. Why does it look like the hallway continues on that side and not on this? Oh, it does. It's kind of the backyard. So the everybody, we've learned that these are the same. High density residential and low density residential. Same assets, same capacity, it seems. 24 households. These are high density commercial residential. So I guess it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do. Household capacity might be because of real population. Yes. Oh, you're right. But it's the same asset is the other thing that's kind of weird to me. Residential high. Let's see. Residential high 2 corner. Can we get the low density residential too? It is the same set of assets either way. It seems to me. Okay. Same set of assets. Crime, there's criminals afoot, and crime. There's criminals committing crimes. Police. We are running out of money rapidly, and I don't care. It's going to be awesome. There they are. Police and fire. We can do a slightly nicer hospital, probably. High capacity hospital? What? Plazas and Promenades Hospital? I didn't know it came with a hospital. It's a nice looking hospital too. Is it a good idea to do one central hospital and then have multiple precincts of police stations and stuff? Stealing Joe Magician's gimmick? Who's Joe Magician? Does he wear a wizard hat? He stole my gimmick. I'm kidding. Yeah, Cuboid is here. He's awesome. Really, really cool. Breaking Lurk to admit you thought I was called Lemonster. Oh, you answered. Hold on. Le Monster, the OG. And it looks really good. It does look good, yeah. Here, well, I haven't placed it yet, but I'm interested because the other big hospitals are so, like, not impressive. I also like that it doesn't snap. I think that's kind of a feature. Like, I wish that the buildings didn't snap to the grid a lot of times. I want this to be off the main road is the thing. I could build like a hospital area into this or something, but this feels right. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a hot building. I like it. Kind of weird. I like it though. It's just as weird as these though. Same amount of weirdness, I suppose. Now let's see the commercial assets, a la plazas and pomegranates. Well, I don't like all that. Let's get rid of these. I like that though. I think that the DLC comes with new... Oh, wait. Isn't there another building that I got from Seasides? Does Seasides have service buildings, or is it just the train station? Wait. High-capacity police headquarters? It's adorable. What in the world? I didn't even know I had these. Cool. I just want to see. Nice. Okay. The infamous hat. It's slightly infamous. Yeah, infamous. John, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Use Wayne Manor for your police. Nice. You should do district-based police and less district-based fire. That's probably a good idea. Seaside does have service buildings, yes. Well, where's the police building? Which one is it? Ooh, cracked my knee. It's probably under here. It is! Look at this. Historical. It doesn't really fit with the vibe here, but I do like that. Seaside is cool. Seaside would be a good, like... I mean, it looks like New England to me, personally. It just looks like OG New England buildings. Let's have a look. The fire station looks like a church. Straight up. Awesome. Awesome. You love to see it. Medical. Where's the Seaside Medical Building? Is there? Is there such a thing? Or Seaside Death Care? No. I just don't know what comes with Seaside and what doesn't. None of these are Seaside. Can I search Find It by type of DLC? Probably not. It's in the next tab, yeah. Am I still with the train station map? It still exists. I'm just always bouncing around, I'll be honest. Like right now I'm not committed to anything in particular. I'm just kind of doing stuff. Doing whatever feels right. Airplanes don't do interchanges. That's a fair point. Jamie, up till today, I didn't have the airport's DLC. Now I do have the airport's DLC, but I didn't until just now, like a couple hours ago. All thanks to Le Monster with the big time hookup. It's kind of crazy. Looks like a train just came in, or perhaps a ship. Oh, of course we have trash issues. Our trash is going to be handled by this area over here. Coming in hot. Did they redevelop a bunch of the icons? It looks like the icons are different in a lot of places. This is literally the center of the, just about the center of the whole thing. What'd you get for $14? Yeah. The Monster, thanks again. Yeah, the historic ones would look good in the New England map. I agree. I would love to not have to install assets, personally. It just complicates things. Like finding packs of buildings that all level up properly in the way that I want. So we determined it doesn't matter if we do high density or low density, right? So let's just get crazy in here. Messy grid zoning. Messy, sloppy, dirty grid. We'll see how long it takes for them to want industry or offices or whatever. Which map is this? I wish I could remember. It's called something vanilla. Shoot, I closed the... Here, one second. I'll tell you. While everything grows in. It is called... Is It Really Vanilla is the name of the map. There it is. Share. So here we go. Is It Really Vanilla is the name of the map. There's the link. Oh, Slav Zero, I'm glad you like, or Slave Zero, sorry. I'm glad you like, oh, that's a Star Wars joke. I know what that is. Glad you like them. I could see making a whole city out of these. These look flippin' great. A bit repetitive. Not gonna lie, but they look really, really good. These assets. Because it's like cohesive without being... I don't know. The vanilla assets are so stark. These are vanilla. They're DLC, but these are much more... They look like they belong in a place. And it makes sense, right? Ice cream vanilla, yeah. Why didn't I have it? Because I really don't want... I don't want to encourage Paradox to keep releasing DLCs over and over and over. I want them to... I want them to commit to the new game. Does that make sense? That's been my logic. Or they can give them to me if they want. That's fine too. If they just want to give me... if they just want to give me the game, then yeah, I'll check it out. But I just wasn't... I don't know. I don't want to keep incentivizing them to keep doing this. I want to see a new game, and if we all decide to keep playing City Skylines, then so be it. That's probably their biggest fear, is that they'll come out with a new game and we'll all stick with the old one, but the reality is the old game isn't going anywhere, and the mods for it are extensive, and a new game coming out wouldn't make the old game worse. It just means that maybe the diehard city builders, fans, etc. would possibly stick with the original game, which isn't the end of the world in my opinion. You have no DLC. That's okay. Do whatever you want. Do whatever suits you. There are test runs for features in CS2. Oh, interesting. I hadn't considered that, really. You're still stuck on to the road layout? That's okay. Just experiment. Just mess with stuff. James, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Definitely works for downtown. Some spice for suburbs would be cool, too. For suburbs, I have the modern... Whatever it is, modern pack. Modern. MCM, mid-century modern. I like that I can't tell whether these are commercial or residential. It's like a feature in my mind. Surprised that hasn't zoned in. I'm sure there's not every denomination of building built in here too. Like every each type of building has dimensions, and I don't know that this pack comes with all dimensions, but there should be a 4x4 which would fit here, and there should be a 4x4 and a 4x2 or 2x4, whatever that is, that should fill that space. So it's surprising that it hasn't yet. But the assets look the same, high density and low density. Yeah. Old games like good wine. I agree, yeah. The Smash Bros. Community still plays Melee. Melee is probably their biggest game. It came out for the GameCube in 2001, but that's still, to date, the best Smash game. New Smash games haven't taken away from that. It's just a lot of people still have CRT, like cathode ray tube, CRT televisions to play their GameCube with no lag. Because there's like a lag with the digital conversion, analog to digital, I guess. But people like go to all that effort to play that old game. So it's The new game doesn't detract from that, though, right? Like, try. You know, just try. Give it a shot. See what happens. I guess I'll keep zoning because it's being fickle with where it wants to put houses in. I don't know why. Do you think they want schools and stuff here? High capacity elementary school. Wow. Wow. You can go to school here. That's a good place to go to school. Look at that. My shadows are so dark. Yeah, that's cool. Let's do a high school too. Where's that high density high school? Oh, it's in the high school tab, of course. High capacity high school. Welcome to high capacity high. Educate. 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 I'm just trying to find a spot where it fits really, really well. Educate. Right there. That's the spot. I love that it doesn't snap. I don't know what attribute allows buildings to like not snap to the grid, but whatever that is, like park life assets have it, the pedestrian assets have it. Oh geez, this train's huge. 9 people. Nine people, and they were all the way at the back. I just want to see kind of the anatomy of the pathing. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, Young Linden. Yes. I bet the asset creators that made the content creator pack were really excited about the content creator pack trees, because the regular trees look not quite as good as the content creator pack trees, right? Like, we can swap out these pretty easily. It's easier with Bob. I'm gonna crash my game doing this. If it actually crashed, I'd be kind of sad, but yeah, these look way better than the vanilla trees. Young Linden, just way better, right? Why has the school got a hole in it? For people to walk through, I'm sure. Why has the school got a hole in it? I don't see the hole. Unless you're talking about this. But other than that, I don't really see it. Oh, you're talking about this? Oh, I don't know. It's some artsy-fartsy set of brick wall. Did all the old lindens die out? Yep. This is a young lindens world. All right, commercial. Commercial. Do I dare put commercial along this? I'd like to put nothing along that, really. I would like everything to be somewhat mixed. Just mixing in this and that all over the place. Well, this should be a path. Let's establish certain paths. That's a path right there. A reasonable path. This is also a reasonable path. Let's get that reasonable path connected there. Cool. Much reasonable. Not good is an understatement. What happened? Oh, yeah, it wasn't... There was no way to replace vanilla trees in the past. It was only Bob. It was only using mods that it would ever happen. Let's see where the game decided to put in traffic lights. I guess these, I must have missed them initially. We'll just see. When the traffic gets bad enough, I'll put in a proper light, but... I guess I made all of those connections before turning off the setting in Traffic Manager. Like that one. Get rid of that. All right, housing. I should probably be using this one, the fill-in tool. Houses up here, residential. Go crazy. Where's Chirpy? I turned off Chirpy. No, I'm not going to put crosswalks in the middle of the arterial. They can walk to the lights. They can walk to the crossing. You need is a bit of a strong statement. I do not. I do not. I really don't want all of those long trains turned on. I should probably uninstall them entirely, but I think they come with the pack automatically. Train, passenger, the 8 car. It's in the description of this video. The link to all of my mods in the description of the video. This video. Look at that. That works well enough. People can make a left out of here if they want to, it seems. Unless they came from somewhere else. But rip Chirpy. Yep. Chirpy's gone. Chirpy is gone. Is there a high-density college campus that comes with this? Because that would be kind of crazy. Oh, there is a new library. Let's throw in the original library. Just kind of in the zone here. In the zone. Yeah, it's not my workshop though, it's my collections. So I don't know if I have that, but it's in the... There is a collection of my mods. They are... There it is. That's the one. Yep. It's in chat right now. The one that says Yumble's mods. That one will work. Oh, thank you, Karis. I appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck at the store. I guess these decided not to grow in, but that's okay. These probably will. I wonder if it's a land value thing. Like they want to grow in where there's high property value and stuff. Did plazas and promenades come with new parks? Perhaps? Ooh, okay. Mid-century modern came with a bunch of parks. This is probably a motel. Yeah, some kind of motel. Interesting. Interesting. They hate that. They hate that I deleted it. Ah, it's all mid-century modern. Still pretty cool, though. Pedestrian area plazas. So these need to be built within a pedestrian area, probably. I would assume. Oh, that's so cool. I love the double-sided concept. Wait, what? It's weird that I had to delete them. Had to delete them in 2 pieces, though. That's kind of broken. Yeah, these are for the 32-meter roads, of course. You would want like a straight section of road. Does not work with the train track, but that's okay. I'm just poking around. Small fountain plaza. Maybe it doesn't care. Maybe it's not worried about where these are placed. I'm just glad that we have new plazas. I'm just glad that we have new parks built into the game. It's a good thing. It's a bonus. Interesting. Oh, there's probably new unique buildings that I'm not aware of, too. Small fountain. Large glass roof plaza. Small glass roof plaza. Small road versus large road, I'm sure. David, welcome in. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Thanks for watching the videos. I appreciate it. Add a park. We're going to add a park. Town could use some car parks. No, they got on-street parking. They'll figure it out. They don't need a car to live here is the good news. They got a boat. they got train, they got walk. I should add a tram probably, or maybe a bus. But they got options is my point. They got options. They can do anything. They can do anything they set their minds to. There can be miracles if you believe, okay? I love that these don't snap. It's a feature. It's a major feature. That's so weird, but we'll do it. We'll do it. It's just a fun back-to-back park. Mainly, I just want to see how this place grows in. Yeah, the parks are triggering growth over here. You can plop park assets. That's what I did. Have I considered work on a desert build? Not specifically. I kind of am for 5 builders, 1 city. What is this, reading rainbow? I forget what I said to... I know I said something that would make you think reading rainbow, but I forget what it was. I don't pay attention to what I say, guys. It saves on hard drive space in my brain if I just don't listen to myself. It's really easy. I would strongly recommend. Don't listen. Listen, but don't retain. How's that sound? Moment to moment. Retaining takes a lot of space in the old brain. Still curious. What else is in here? Flower Plaza. Okay, okay. The Flower Plaza under the train track is probably fine. Look at that. The train track goes into the planter. Yeah, it's perfect. You would totally hang out there. Making liberal use of the new content creator trees, I see. The jacaranda and this one. Hibiscus or whatever it is. Content creator pack trees are one of the best developments, honestly. Rhododendron. Jacaranda. Boreal pine. Here, 1 pine for you. For your trouble. Ooh, I don't love that they're still using the vanilla tree in these assets, though. Oh, no. Those look new. Those are the new bush, but this is the old tree. Not a huge fan of that, necessarily. Like, please, asset creators, just use the content creator pack trees now. These are new. These are the hazelnut tree. These are old. You can tell it's the old textures, the old models, because they look like they look like they could be in My Chemical Romance, you know? They look like they belong in an emo band. You can listen, just don't remember anything and it's fine. Exactly. That's what Helen gets it. Helen knows. That's why I have you on mute. Perfect. Oh, press the plus to do it. Ah, interesting. Don't listen to yourself. Yeah. Do we listen to that? It's not about listen. It's about retaining. Don't retain it. Whatever you hear me say it and then don't retain it. That's all. It's easy. It's easy if you try. All right. We keep zoning. Let's keep putting in commercial spots in places. So we'll keep having little bastions of commercial throughout this. Just in the area. Like, yeah, we're just in the zone. A couple commercial spots here and there. You know, you love to see it. But then also houses. Revolutionary, I know. Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos? Right? I was thinking about it today, and I was thinking about how interesting it would be if my apartment complex had commercial within it. So if there could be some sort of mixed-use element even within my little walkable apartment complex. There's nowhere to go to get, like, food here. There's a vending machine. Of course, I live near a bunch of stuff, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about within the actual complex that I live in, is what I really mean. Oh, here they go. I don't know that this is the first ship, but it is a ship. Okay. Coming from the furthest... Okay. What is this ship path? Bro. 59 people. The ship path comes in, goes all the way around, and comes to here. What is this ship path in total? What are we looking at, really? I like that. I like that it makes it all the way up to the inlet. Oh, I see. There's no direct route through here. The highway kind of does that in. So yeah, if they spawn here, the best way is to go all the way around, use this boat interchange, come down and come in here. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Pirate ship. Oh. Auto tree rotation. It's built into tree anarchy. It's one of those things that mods are just getting consolidated at this point. So everything that you see in my game is part of my mod list. It's not assets. I'm talking about mods, like actual changes to the game. Oh, we don't have death care. It's just occurred to me. Do we have a plazas and promenades death care solution? Probably not. Call me old-fashioned, but let's build a crematorium. So there. Perfection. So because our city does not have much education going on. I never built the college, huh? Yeah, I didn't build the college. Oh! High Capacity University. Welcome to HCU. It is a high capacity university for those with high brain capacities. In their mind brain, I guess. I'm just going to keep going. Let's just keep moving. Keep moving on, as Tom Petty would say. Here, they can learn about how trains sound going by. I'm cool with that. So right now, I think it's going to be asking for industry for the most part. I don't suppose there's like an industrial specialization. Yeah, there's not. Oh, I guess that's what these are, huh? Industrial specializations. I never thought that these were particularly good when compared to the DLC version, but it's actually really complex. The relationship between what gets made in the like what what am I trying to describe? The way that industry works, the way that that industries interact with each other, which ones produce goods, which ones produce products are goods, which ones produce resources, things like that. The relationships between all of them are like really complex. In the Discord, Dottybot posted a really in-depth look at the relationship between all of these things. It's actually tremendously complex and annoying. It just is. It's just this. It's convoluted. That's what I'd call it. Like the way that they all interact with each other, what goods come from what buildings and stuff. Like generic industry versus this versus that. Extractors, all that jazz. You dare me to cut off the highway connection? We could. I don't suppose the highway connection is overly popular anyway. Like I don't think we're over reliant on the highway connection because we do have a good volume of trains and boats, ships coming in also. So I would say the majority, I would say for like 218 people are coming in on the commuter train right now. 218 commuters. No doubt. University of High Capacity, exactly, Joe. The supply chain, that's it. Yeah, the relationship between all the industrial buildings. So there's generic industry, there's also the industry specializations, there's the industry's DLC, there's also the fishing industry, and what else? Warehouses. The way they all relate to one another is super convoluted. It's like not intuitive is what I'm saying. It's not like oh yeah, I knew that automatically. Like it's just not. It's kind of obnoxious. I'm not saying I could have done better, nor am I saying that I have a solution. I'm just saying it's not obvious, and that's all there is to it. It's not immediately evident how these things work together. Because I wouldn't have assumed that any of them really work together. I actually like how the ruined texture is darker than everything around it. Like that's kind of it kind of highlights the paths in a way that's unusual to my eye. Complex like real life, yeah. Real life is definitely complex. Yeah, I agree. All right, so it's asking for a bunch of industry, which I've certainly not supplied at all. So anyway, let's throw some more industry over here. Hope for the best. Goods unlimited. Try to limit my goods. You can't. It's funny that it's not more ships and trains for the goods, because I see highway connection happening, and I'd like to think that this is the most efficient inlet and outlet as well. Because if we can, every car that we make avoid the highway is a victory. I think that's what people miss oftentimes, is that the goal of the game is to have a robust highway connection, highway network, and then decentivize people from using it as much as possible. Like, have the highway connection there, but the more vehicles that you can consolidate into a single train, or the more people you can consolidate into a ship or some form of transit, is like a victory, rather than having them all turn into cars that go on the highway. And that way I think I'm doing okay. Like, this is not, I don't suppose we're over-reliant on the highway. This doesn't really tell me anything other than it's well-loved and well-used, but they are respecting the hierarchy very well. So the vehicles that are getting on the highway are all not coming into the rest of the grid, which is good. Yep, this is good. They're using this main road to get to this main intersection to come down. It's all working like it's supposed to. There's no transit, though. There's no buses, there's no trams or anything like that. The ships have to travel too far. Probably. Doctor, it's new. It's all new. It's all fresh. This is so terrible. It's spawning in, like, the brick buildings that I have. Welcome to the Windy Creek Brewery. We are located conveniently in the industrial park, next to Plastamold? Yes, next to Plastamold. Perfect. That's right where you want to be. So come on down. Did they swap out the dirt for trees? I think they did. Wait. Did they swap the 1 second. This is big. The 4-lane road used to be like dirt. It used to have dirt in the middle, and I never understood why, but it seems like they covered it up, but the LOD still shows that it's dirt. So they didn't update the LOD. I bet this one is still dirt. Yeah. Well, this one's different entirely. This one's sidewalk. But yeah, they updated it. Time to add buses or trams? Nah, I want to see this overloaded with traffic. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Be smart. Bottle your alcohol into plastic bottles. Is it... Are you saying that because plastic would be eaten by the alcohol? Is that what I'm to understand? Interesting. Delete. Delete. And then why wouldn't this just continue? Hustle and bustle. City's still in the negative, but there's not a whole lot of negativity going on. It's got good vibes. Good vibes, good bones. Just like that. Just little pockets of commercial everywhere, I think, is honestly the answer to a lot of problems in a lot of places. Little commercial pockets. You get a pocket, and you get a pocket. You get out of school, pocket of commercial. You love to see it. Plastic can get drunk? Oh no. Too much BPA. Alcohol does not eat plastic? Oh, I guess not, because there's all kinds of liquor bottles that are made of plastic, so that's reasonable. Reasonable enough. I wasn't really thinking about it when I responded. The wall-to-wall residential buildings are too similar. They are similar. Cities are generally pretty cohesive, though, aren't they? I've just never seen them. They're unique to me. They're interesting. They're fun to look at, so I'm just going with it. I'm just enjoying myself. I want to assess why this is working. But mainly it's working because there's not much traffic on it, because everything is within walking distance right now. So there's probably tons of walking going on currently. Plenty of access from one side to the other. Like, there's a spot to cross everywhere. Everywhere that needs one, in my opinion. But yeah, if everything's walkable and there's good connection to your industrial area and everything else is mixed use, there's really no reason for traffic. Like, why would... The question is, why would there be traffic? And I can't think of one. It's a traffic-free zone. I'm throwing an office. It's not going to work yet, but... Runs so much smoother. Yeah, Martin, I'm glad to hear it. Some mods did not like each other. No, and that's my theory, is that it's probably the right move to move on and purge the mods if things aren't working well. Sakura, welcome in. Sakura, thanks for being here. Enjoying yourself? How dare I, right? How dare I? Richard, I'll catch you later. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Look at that. Nobody's driving to the train station. Everybody is walking from the train station, which makes sense. I also have realistic parking turned on, and I don't suppose there's much parking issue. Yeah, no issue with parking yet. Everything's pretty dense. This is the most popular intersection. It's not really a problem, I don't think. If we want to throw roundabouts on it, we can, but I say why? I say why? Why would you? Why would you not just want yields on the non-priority road? Like, just call that done. Very simple. Oh, people are even walking here. Weird. Residential. There's a bunch of geese flying over my apartment right now, and I thought it was people yelling. I thought it was like Halloween festivities, because geese honestly sound like people yelling. They really do. Just sounds like a crowd of people shouting at one another. Just making stuff up. That's good. I'm just going to let these continue growing. There is commercial demand. There is residential demand. There's all of them are zoned. It's just going. Started purging your mods. Yeah, I mean, I have a working mod list. Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish has a much more extensive, also working mod list. I recommend both in my most recent video. Like, whatever level you're at, there's a thing for you. There's a mod list that'll that'll help you get your game going again. They already exist. A lot of the mods changed, is the thing. A group of geese is a Canadian argument. It's an argument of geese. Do people yell differently in Virginia? No. They yell like geese. Very goose-like. The honking just sounded like commotion. It sounded like a cacophony of something. I swear they switched this out. I'm pretty sure that this used to be dirt for some reason. Below on the median, and you can see on the LOD it switches to dirt once you're far enough away. Mosh, welcome in. From Melbourne. Aussie, what time is it there? It must be super early, I would have to assume. It's like 5:30 here, but it's got to be crazy early in Australia, right? Look at this. A gaggle. It's actually not that many. Oh, there's more. The shipping route is quite far, so there's an under-reliance on ships. Shipping ships. In Europe, we love trams. I love trams too. I love trams more than the average player, I would say. Especially in the US. I didn't really get it at first. They seem impractical until you go to a place that uses them practically. Until you see how practical they actually are. I actually can't claim to have been to a place that uses them practically, but in-game, they are functionally really great buses, because buses kind of suck. Kind of. Buses contribute to traffic in a way that trams don't, because trams have volume where buses don't. So I've just found that in-game buses seem to... buses, like, cause congestion in a way where at least vanilla buses versus vanilla trams have such a massive leg up in comparison. Like, it's just so much better. You moved to the USA. What's wrong with the USA? You're completely resetting your workshop items now. Any suggestions for great and interesting district styles? No, that's one of the hard parts of the game, in my opinion, is the district styles. That's a tough one. I like big suburbs. I like the self-sufficient buildings that come with green cities. I like green cities a lot, actually, I will say. In Poland, you love trams. Yeah, absolutely. What's right with the USA? Oh, I don't know. You chose to move here. I was just born here. It wasn't really a decision on my part. Nor the parts of my parents, really. You just kind of get born where you're born. I think that we're fourth generation. I'm third generation or fourth generation. I'm not even sure. I just been doing it so long. Let me count the ways. There it is. Continue growing. Ah, industry. Industry. Well, that is fine. I'm just going to do another round of industry over here just to satisfy the demand. It's going to keep going up till we do this. The 56 meters long Budapest. No, I haven't seen that. Grassy tram tracks. I do like grassy tram tracks. Yeah, absolutely. Public holiday due to horse race? I'm not familiar with that. I do have the vehicle pack. Yeah. There are bendy buses that are pretty decent. Still, they're in traffic, though, is the thing. You really need like a BRT type scenario to firm that up, in my opinion. All right, more commercial. I'm not doing enough commercial, according to the game. More pockets of commercial. That whole thing gets to be commercial. More commercial down here. I'm just doing this all in the same style, by the way. This is just entirely the plazas and promenades, like wall-to-wall packs. Because they look pretty good, honestly. Like, that looks fairly cohesive. It doesn't look great because I'm not really like throwing in trees or anything. I'm not going that extra mile to to do it right, but as far as just growing stuff real quickly, like hashing out a layout and then just expanding in a circle, I think it's going okay. Oh, thank you. Welcome in. Whittlini. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Oh. Well, this isn't weird at all. Let's see how this ends up looking. Totally fine. Is there any benefit to a structure with such a high roof? Like, I can see no reason to have a covering that high, because rain, with a little bit of wind, rain is not falling directly down on the roof of the structure. It's falling at an angle, which renders like more than half of this not covered. Does that make sense? Like, is this ridiculous? It's kind of ridiculous, right? It's funny using wall to wall on a broken grid. It is, yeah. I'm just hitting it with the stuff. As this fills in, I'll like add trees in the middle and stuff potentially. Ooh, longest tram tunnel in Norway. Very cool. That asset is stupid. Yeah, this asset is nuts. Like, that's... How high is this? Can we get a count on this? Ready? Observe. It is probably 24 meters high, I would assume. Yep, that looks like it's exactly 24... Let's assume it's 24 meters high. If anything, it's more than 24 meters high. 24 meters in the air for very high buses? Oh, geez, yeah. So I see your double-decker bus, and I raise you a trip, quadruple, quintuple, sextuple. I don't know. It's a really high bus. It would be a very high bus, and you would need to take into account, like, the effects of wind on the broadside of it, because it would tip over, probably. Roundabouts at every intersection makes a good layout? No. No. I say no over-reliance on roundabouts, unless that's, like... I think roundabouts are a really good stylistic choice in-game. And that's about it. Generally, the problem lies elsewhere. Like, if you have a problem with a junction, lights can solve it in a smaller footprint, so that's not an issue. But if you want to use lights stylistically, or roundabouts stylistically, then so be it. Then fair enough. For these minor connections, like, yields work fine. The new chess game. Plaza gets blocked by high-rise ban. Yeah. This is crazy. Madness. Madness. I didn't really understand it when I saw it in the video, like in the announcement video. Mario, welcome in. Thanks for subscribing. When I saw this in the announcement video, I was like, oh, that must be like a thing somewhere. Is this a thing anywhere? People of the world. Makurio, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Is this a thing anywhere? The 24-meter high cover? What was wrong with that girl? Oh, I don't know. Somebody was pacing, kind of having a little breakdown. Like, this person is just in the ground. Just hanging out on their cell phone, presumably. I don't pretend to understand such things. I just work here. We do have plenty of zoning back here, so there's not really much reason that things shouldn't be growing with time. How's our education pipeline looking? Totally fine. Totally fine. Yep. All good. Gravy. Gravy. It's not a thing anywhere. Yeah. It's more for shade than rain. Yeah, but it's glass. I just don't see it. I don't see this as being a valid shelter. Like, it has to be low enough. It has to be low enough to provide, like, shelter. Like, this is fine. This is okay. Like, a carport looking area is, like, that's reasonable. And it's, like, 3 or 4 human heights high, which is, what, 5 meters, maybe? Like, that's cool. I'm cool with that sort of thing. But much higher than that, and you wind up with this, and I just don't... I just don't see that as being feasible to maintain. I don't see it as being a feasible form of shelter. So I'm just kind of perplexed by it. It just doesn't really make sense to me. It's modded and you can't open it. I have a video about that. Whittlini, that's my last video. That's literally the last thing that I put on YouTube before this stream today is exactly what you're saying. It's about that. Go check it out. It might solve your problem. There's one in Sweden, but it's not 24 meters. Yeah. City Skylines, welcome in. If you daisy chain 6 of them together. Yeah, right. Yeah, it seems like it should have been much, much lower. You know, oh, I know what the reason is. I bet it's modeled to be as high as the highest zoned building in the Plazas and Promenades pack. I bet it's exactly as high as this. Like, I bet that this is also 24 meters. What do you want to bet? Very close. I think it's supposed to be high enough that it aligns with the tops of fully leveled up Plazas and Promenades zoned buildings. That's my hunch. This building is probably the most advanced. I bet that's level 3 or 4. Oh, it's a level 2 commercial. But either way, that's what I suspect it is. That's probably the reason. Michigan U-turn is cool. It's good. Nowhere here needs it. Like, regular traffic lights would solve this, no problem. But there's nothing really to solve right now. It's all pretty much fine. Like, one easy thing to do that would absolutely one easy trick to decimate traffic in city skylines. Check it. These are good ways to go. So make sure that the 2-lane road is facing the intersection. Like that. That should get traffic moving very, very quickly. Look at that, and the yields remain. But yeah, just blowing these out a little bit and allowing an independent left and right turn and straight through. Like, I'm fine with all that. Yeah, if need be. There's something peeking over the face cam corner. Yep, it's my green screen. It's the nature of having a limited size green screen, but the benefit is massive of attaching your green screen to your chair. Makes things really easy. Like, when I have to clean up at the end of the night, I just don't, and it just sits on the back of my chair, and I can take it down whenever, like, pretty easily. Now, these just aren't really growing in, and I think that's cool. They just don't feel like it. I'm thinking it's a property value thing. So just throwing in a couple more parks is probably the answer. Like a small ice cream stand. Who can say no? I prefer average-sized ice cream, but like small ice cream is okay too. Whatever's good. Whatever's the best. Just like that. And this area? Zoning? 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 Nothing. Nothing. Where's property value? There is, so because of the transit, the library, the police station, the parks, this area has some of the highest property value around. This is exceptionally low property value, apparently, compared to these other spots. Because of the hospital? Question mark? I don't really know. Big brain move. The cloak of what? The cloak of camouflage? Almost. Just cover everything with green paint. Oh, in my apartment? That's a good idea. City is bleeding money. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not playing for money. I'm not in it for the money, all right? I'm in it for the love and the respect. Integrity. I'm in it for the integrity, okay? Integrity. Gotta have my integrity. Okay, these are zoning in quite immediately. And I don't know why. These are zoning in super immediately, and these are just not. Thank you. Cameron, welcome in. Cameron Wayne, thanks for being here. It's kind of stupid that these are popping up immediately, right? Nick, welcome in. Thanks for subscribing. Too many sick people? No, no way. Oh, within range of this? Yeah, maybe. I still use City Vitals. It's an old mod, but it's okay. Oh, we don't have enough electricity, apparently. Which doesn't really make sense. Since we seem to... Everything seems fine. Okay. I guess we don't have enough electricity, so I'm just gonna toss one of them's in there. If that's the reason, that's kind of crazy, because it should tell me. But I'm also using an ungodly amount of mods, so what do I know? Yeah, everything looks fine. We don't have enough jails. Other than that, though, we're really good. Is it because there's not enough jail? Not enough employment? This is an office building. It's the only office building. There's no way that that's going to work well. So let's get rid of that. Weird. Not the financial integrity, though. No, not that. Clearly. Snapback would be a fan. Yeah. I got to check what she's doing. I guess we're supposed to go get involved with some tricking and or treating. Oh, goodness. Let me call her real quick, actually. Here, enjoy the sights, sounds, and smells. Gotta call the girlfriend, everyone. She might even be in chat. I don't know. I'm not sure. But here, enjoy the sights, sounds, and smells of the city. BRB. All right, so I've got good news and bad news. The good news is it's Halloween, and that's really fun, and we all get to have a really good time. Don't tell Yumble what? What is this? What did I come back to? Mutiny? I won't have it. So anyway, it's Halloween. That's cool. But also I'm going to be stepping away. And stream will commence again on Thursday, I think. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go have dinner. I gotta go do Halloween stuff. I appreciate you all hanging out. Appreciate you all coming to this early edition of YUMBLive, the YUMBLive stream. It's fixed. Yeah, stream's over. Guys, I appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for being here. I started early so I could kind of end early and go have dinner and stuff. I'm sorry. That's what you guessed. Yeah, you know. But I had to go talk and see what was up. That's all I got, though. I'm going to save this. I am going to just save this. I was considering someday I'd like to do a map and then make like a road layout that I'm really happy with and like share it with people and let other people zone it in or fill it in however they want. What do I even call this? Vanilla. I'm just going to call it Vanilla 1. What are my saves? Lancaster, Parklow, Yum, Bike Stack, Crab. I got all the good saves. Don't worry about it. I got all the good saves on my computer. But yeah, Halloween festivities must commence. Everyone, thank you for hanging out. Feel free to join the Discord if you want. Feel free to subscribe here if you haven't already. I make videos. I make videos on the internet. That's what I do. Really appreciate the support, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had fun. This was like 3 hours long. I usually go for 4 hours, give or take. But that's okay. I figure 3 hours is pretty good. It's like a long movie, right? I often go for the length of Lord of the Rings, the extended edition, but sometimes I only go for Lord of the Rings, the regular DVD. So, you know, it depends. But it's always the length of a Lord of the Rings film. That much I promise. I promise you. Amy, welcome in. I'm sorry I'm leaving right now, but thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry you got to replace your hardware too. That's all I got. Everyone, I'll see you in the next stream or the next video. Have a good night. If you celebrate Halloween, be safe. Have fun.